in Detroit, Michigan. I think about her grandmother when she testified in court about what that piece of shit did to her grandbaby. And she looked this motherfucker in the eye. And she said, man, why did you come in my house like that? She said, let me get my grandbaby. And he drew down and deliberately shot that little girl in the head.
Oh, I remember that. Oh, man.
And I keep asking myself, I gotta stand up for this. I keep asking myself, every time I think about what that piece of shit did to little Miss Ayana, and I say, what threat did she pose?
Right.
To this burly ass white dude in a fucking dress and fatigues and had a fucking AR-15 pointed at that little girl and shot her in her head. What threat did she pose? She was asleep. And then on top of it, they raided the wrong house. And she asked that man, why did you come in my house like that?
Right.
Why did you do it? And he looked at her with the most evil look I've ever seen anybody give a person that's just at, why did you do that? And he just looked at her like he just didn't give a fuck because he knew he was getting off. And I was just like, I don't know what I would have done if I was there. But I think about that little girl every day. A lot of us have nieces and nephews. If we don't have our own children, we have children that we love. They need to stop killing our babies. They need to stop killing our babies. They need to stop killing our brothers and our sisters and our children. That woman asked that man, why did you do that? And he was just empty of any emotion. And there's many other Tamir Rice. Me and Tamir Rice share the same birthday. I turned 40, and I think Tamir would have been 14. They're killing our children. And if that doesn't move you, then you don't have a fucking heart. You don't have a heart. If that doesn't move you, they're killing our babies. Yeah. Jasmine's gonna say something. I'm just sharing my heart with y'all right now, and I hope y'all appreciate that. But I'm gonna let my sister Jasmine have the mic now.
Everybody know why we're here, right?
Right.
For Riddell Jones, right?
Right.
Everybody know what happened to Riddell Jones, right?
Yeah.
Everybody knows that she was walking down the alley. She may or may not have had a knife. Everybody has a weapon, right? All of a sudden. She was walking down the alley. They said she was disoriented, but we know it was hot that summer.
Yes.
And they shot her down. And her body riddled in bullets, okay? Now, Riddell has 2 children. This is her babies. Her babies. She has babies. That's her husband. She has babies. I'm going to keep repeating that. She has babies.
Yeah.
That's her husband.
Yeah.
She has babies. And I say this because we have one baby 7 and one baby's 13. Right? You have your children right there, right? And just look at your babies, right? Now, we know how vital that the mother and the father is in the baby's life, right?
Yeah.
And they snatched the mother away from her children. So that right there tells us that they want to make us extinct.
Right.
They want to end black folks. They want to end us. They want to end us. So we know that this is an extermination. We know that this is their way of purging.
Yeah.
Because they're seeing how many people can we kill before people rise up. They're tapping into our humanity right now. They're trying to see, but we're so desensitized we can't even see what's going on.
Right.
We're so stuck in our phones. How many people do you hug? How many people do you say I love you to? Or how many people do you hold a grudge against? So what I like to go by is I love hard because I know what people are feeling. For some reason I feel feelings. I feel everybody's feelings. If you say you hurt, I feel you. And we need to all have more empathy. Now, I'm here because I'm angry. I'm here because every black man I know is either in jail or dead. I'm here because Riddell Jones' life matters. I'm here because Ezell Ford matters. I'm here for Keith Bursey, who nobody knows about because they said he gangbanged, right? But I'm tired. So what we gotta do is always set our intentions. What I'm just gonna beg everybody to do is always set your intentions. Because we know why we ride. Every time we have a meeting, we do spiritual work. We do spiritual work because we know we need a sound mind, body, and spirit. Right? We have healing spaces because we know we need that. But we also need our allies to be allies or accomplices because they're trying to kill us. And you remaining in the back is not going to fly anymore. You with a sign is not going to fly. Your body in the line will help me. Because in there earlier, they tried to kill us. Now they took out their gun and everything. So this is vitally important. We out here because we're trying to live. I'm out here because I'm tired of burying people. I'm out here because my community does not have enough resources. I'm out here because the kids ask, well, what do we do next? And I don't have an answer. I don't have an answer. What do we do next? What do we do next? What do we do next? Well, I know I'm not going to just sit by and do nothing because I know we've been doing that too long. I know that I can't just remain complacent. So that's what I always try to tell the kids. And the right road is going to be hard. It's going to be so hard, but you got to trudge it. There's going to be sacrifices you have to make. You have to put your body on the line. You have to put your mind, your spirit, everything on the line, but you have to know how to replenish yourself. But we need you to do the same thing that we're doing. I'm looking at all you guys, okay? All those organizers over there, especially Mama Melina, they're mothers. They have to take care of their children. They have jobs and stuff, but everybody's risking their job. Everybody's risking their body. I risk my freedom and continue to do it. Why? Because this all has to stop. And I'm not going to plead to your humanity, because if you don't have humanity, you're not going to get it by now. Because God holds you accountable for your sins when you're 12 years old. So that means you have conductive reasoning. That means you know whether to go left or right. So I'm not going to appeal to your morale. I'm not going to appeal to your feelings. Well, I will appeal to your feelings, but not your morale. Because if you don't have morale, you damn sure ain't got no feelings. So I'm not talking to you. But I love to talk with my heart. And I do this for the mamas. For some reason, every family reaches out to us. Why? I'm scared of it. I used to be scared of it. But now I know it's my purpose. 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 And there's no reason that we're not, all of us are waking up simultaneously at the same time. They think we crazy, but it's something in the water right now. It's something in our blood right now. It's something in the stars right now. Something in the atmosphere right now. How are we all seeking the truth all of a sudden at the same time? There's a shift, guys. And even my mom, she's seeing the shift now. My mom used to be the main one, like, no, not my baby. Come in the house. You feel me? But now she like, baby, you got a lot of passion.
Yeah.
And that's what it takes. It takes you to put your heart on the line. Sometimes we like to stay in our complacency and not feel those feelings and not cry and not look at the other person and say, damn, I see what's going on in your life because I can see it in your eyes. We remain idle and stay on our phones and do not touch the next person, and that's vitally important. Now, I'm talking a lot, and because God, every time God tells me to talk, I grab the mic. That's why y'all see I grab it abruptly, and I'm sorry. You know what I mean? But it's because I feel like it's time. I feel like, you feel it, right? I feel like, how are we all seeking to know who we are? How are we all seeking at the same time to step into our ancestry? Man, my mama was she's a firm Christian, right? Super Christian, right? But even now, she like, it's something in Oshun. It's something in all that you talking about. Why, gimme, yeah. It's something in that. It does explain us. We are starting to seek and know who we are. And it's not, no books are telling us this. Because I'm not a collegiate. I'm about to get to college because Melina Abdullah is going to get me in there.
Okay.
It's something in us right now. Right? So I'm asking everybody, get on the same page because you're going to get left behind by your creator. All right? Now, whoever your creator is, it's your creator. But you know that there's always a time that this is going to end, right? Yeah. And America right now is nothing separate from the Roman Empire. You know what I mean? All these world powers have to fall. But we always see, they always want to make us look like we never fought. But we remember what happened in Haiti. We fight. You know what happens. We rising up. And I'm just going to ask all my young people right now is, be ready. Be ready. Affirm yourself. Know who you are. Because we got to take our families with us.
Yeah.
You feel me? We got to take those who do not know and look at us like, damn, these motherfuckers are crazy. Then we have to take them with us because my story is a few years ago, before Black Lives Matter, I joined here. I didn't know who I was. I did not know who I was as a black woman, as a black queen. I used to be running around and stuff, you know. I wasn't, before Ferguson, I was not able to be of service for my people. Ferguson changed my life. Going on that ride changed my life. Meeting Melina Abdullah changed my life. Like, that changed my whole life. It made me know what unconditional love is. And that's what this movement is about. We're about writing for the right, what's right and just. Even when I'm riling out, right, she'd be like, remember your intentions. Remember why we're here. The families are here. And I'm like, all right. You know, she gets me back in line. So that's what we have to do. We have to self-check. We have to know who we are. But just know that I was never just an activist or an organizer or the first black woman who got charged with lynching. I was just Jasmine from Northwest Pasadena, a little gangbanger who nobody paid attention to because she had too much rah. You know what I mean? We gonna count her out. And so I ran around counted out. I ran around angry. And that's what all of our boys and that's what all of us got on our backs. We angry because this is systematic oppression that hits us and we don't even know what it's called. We just running around angry with each other because we don't know that it's a whole system that was designed to make us angry with each other so that we never know who we are. And that's what Black Lives Matter did for me. It showed and taught me who I was. We went on that ride and we were scared. we were scared to go to Ferguson. But then we wasn't. We said, if we put on the van, we do this for the mamas. I put that on the van. But we roll with it. And then we put our names on there. We got in those vans. There was an old people van. There was a young people van. There was a middle-aged people van. There was everybody type of van, right? And we rolled. We rolled. My mama called me all the time. She called me so much on that trip because she was scared. But when we got scared, we affirmed ourselves. We reminded ourselves of who we were. And while we were doing this, we all went up there to do this because we seen Mike Brown's body on the ground. We seen them people in Ferguson fighting back. Ferguson is what built all this, what made us part of it, like the fighting them. And so that's all I'm saying is Black lives, they matter here. 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 Black lives, they matter. Black lives, they matter.
Oh, man. Melina, you want to say something?
Yes,
Well, no. Let my big sister talk.
Hey, I'm not your big sister.
She your little
29, dude.
She's 29.
Yeah, right.
We gonna talk after this and see how old you are, because you got as much gray as I do. Oh, okay.
I'm not afraid to say it.
All right. And what do you want me to say?
Whatever you want.
Okay.
What's on your heart? What's on your heart? What's on your heart?
How everybody can stay connected. So I think this is really beautiful, and it's really, it comes out of a horrendous atrocity again, right? That the system didn't uphold justice again. But the system was built to oppress us, and we keep asking them to give us justice, but they're never going to give us justice, right? So we have to remember that this system needs to be dismantled, and you can't ask the system to dismantle itself. We have to dismantle it. So we have to dismantle it. It's really important also to understand what Black Lives Matter is. Black Lives Matter comes out of a legacy of black freedom struggle, right? So we are not the first people to say black people should be free.
Right.
Every generation of black folks has said black people should be free. From the time that they stole us from Africa, we've been demanding our freedom. So when we think about, our foremothers, I always think about the foremothers who grabbed their babies in their arms on the slave ships and jumped off and said, I'm not submitting to this. I'm not submitting to this. I'll go home to my creator before I submit to this, right? I think about Mama Harriet Tubman, and I think about how many times she went back, right, to free us, not to just claim freedom for herself, but to free all of us, right? I think about Mama Ida B. Wells, who tried at first to kind of get into the system and think that she was going to work through a consciousness in the oppressor that doesn't exist, right? And then became radicalized when they killed her friends. And in the end was talking about how black people needed to pick up arms and divest from their economic system, right? I think about all of that. I think about the civil rights movement and Mama Ella Baker and her challenging us to not build leader-centered groups, but to build group-centered leadership, right? So we're not the first generation to struggle, but I think we are stepping fully into our struggle. So tomorrow, do you all know that tomorrow is the birthday of Black Lives Matter?
Is it really?
Tomorrow we will be 3 years old.
Wow.
Oh wait, we'll be together tomorrow because we ain't going nowhere, right? So July 13th, 2013 is the day that George Zimmerman was acquitted for killing Trayvon Martin. And here in Los Angeles, we poured out into the streets. We poured into Leimert Park, and we marched. You remember this?
Yes, I do.
We marched for days and days and days. And the third day that we were marching, we were summoned by a beautiful sister who I had been organizing with, but not to this degree, Sister Patrice Cullors, who had been talking with her friends Alicia Garza and Opal Tometi about how to ensure that this was a movement, not simply a moment.
Right.
And so on the third day, July 15th, 2013, we met at the space where Patrice was then living. And we met in the middle of the night, and we held hands in a courtyard, and we chanted Asada, and we thought about things. One, how do we fiercely love our folks? How do we recommit ourselves to the idea that Trayvon Martin wasn't just Sabrina Fulton and Tracy Martin's son? He was our son, right? He was our brother. How do we recommit ourselves to that, right? To the kind of solidarity and the kind of community and the kind of connectedness that we had, you know, in the South, that we had in our homeland, right? How do we recommit ourselves to that? How do we make our brothers and sisters' struggles our own struggles, right? So we need to fiercely love Black people. But the other thing is we need to remember that white supremacist, patriarchal, heteronormative capitalism preys on us. Preys on us. It works to extract our labor. It works to extract our resources. It feeds itself on the emotional toll that it takes on us. And so we have to disrupt that system. So we fiercely love our folks, and we disrupt the system that keeps us oppressed. And so for 3 years, we've been operating based on those principles, and that's what we're doing here tonight. So I'm really thankful. I believe that things happen because they're meant to happen. I believe that the ruling on Riddell Jones happened today because we are 3 years in. It happened because we have to recommit ourselves and we have to celebrate our resilience. We are in a moment of Black resilience, a moment where we will not submit anymore, a moment of uprising, a moment in which we will win, a moment of victory. We are going to win. We're going to win because the only way you lose is when you stop fighting, right? So we're going to keep fighting, we're going to win, and we're going to be here. We're going to be here, and let's remind ourselves why we're here. We're here for Riddell Jones, and we're here for Keith Bursey and Ezell Ford and Margaret Mitchell and Devin Brown and all of those lives that they've stolen, and we're here to liberate ourselves. And one of the first steps that has to happen in that process is this man who claims to be the mayor of Los Angeles, the mayor for all of Los Angeles, has to remove the murderous police chief, Charlie Beck. We are saying fire. But that's a first step. And if he won't do it, then we gonna remove his ass. How about that? How about that? How many of y'all gonna be here? How many of y'all gonna be here? Raise your fists up if you gonna be here. It's not even cold, so we gonna be here until he fires back. How about that? Black lives we matter here. 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 I got another one for y'all. How about this? We Black, we strong, we staying all night long. We Black, we strong, we staying all night long. We Black, we strong, we staying all night long. We Black, we strong, we staying all night long. Even in all week. All week. Right. Call in Black. That's right. And come out. All week.
Hey, you know what? I like that chant. You know what? Even if you ain't Black, don't be afraid to say we Black. How's it go?
That's right.
Come on, y'all don't be, even if